interrupt you there. If we get everybody just to mute when one speaks.
Okay. All right. So to me, Pastor, I don't want to speak post COVID-19. If I speak post COVID-19, it's almost like I am extending, or I'm becoming hypocritical to what we really believe. Because if we really preach that this is the end time message, and we believe that any day from now the rapture should go, I think the conditions that the world is being put in as we speak right now will speak to the new world order. It will speak to everybody speaking with the voice of the beast, because the scripture says the borrower shall become slave to the lender, and every government is being made to become indebted to the American government as we are speaking right now. But the American government in 2017 has already indicated that they are already $20 trillion in debt. To who do they owe? Brother Branham says, watch the bamboo curtain, China, the red China. He says red China. He says she's a deceiver. He says, and then we've got the iron curtain, which is America. He does not even tell us to watch it. He says, but watch the purple curtain. It's not the communist that you should be worried about. It's the purple curtain. And I know this is very, very dangerous to speak on platforms like this, but we have to say it. America is right now in the hands of the Jesuits. That's why Brother Branham, even when he gives the prophecy of they shall arise a cruel woman, he says she can arise in the form of the Catholic Church. So to me, I see the crippling of world's economies to make everyone borrow. Already there are certain governments that are under sanctions because they cannot pay the interest rates of what they are owing the World Bank. And right now is an opportunity to make every government, first of all, to speak the same language. If you refuse to lock down, you are going to pay the price in the death of the people and the crippling of the economy. Now, number two, you are going to need aid, because how many countries have got enough ventilators to take care of this problem that's coming? I like what the doctor said, and I asked my GP also the same thing. They said they can only flatten the curve. They cannot even give us predictions in terms of, are we going to be out in 21 days? There's no promise for that. What if we don't go out? What if the savings that we have run out in the time that we're waiting? To me, this is the time where the handwriting is on the wall, and there is a weighing that is happening. We are being weighed in the balance. And when vessels are being weighed, just like in the book of Ezra, when the vessels that had been taken from Jerusalem were coming back, when they were being taken now from Babylon, coming back to Jerusalem, there was a priest again that weighed them before they got into Jerusalem. And we are a type of people that are living in a mystery Babylon. And I believe this is a weighing time. And in this weighing time, God is giving the bride some grace period, that some are going to find mercy in this time of judgment. And if we are to survive this pandemic, economies are not going to survive this pandemic. And if we are to survive this pandemic, I believe there's something bigger that is going to come after this, that is going to cripple economies until everyone speaks to the voice of the beast. Our monies will not be able to interact. We'll have to depend on a certain currency from somewhere. And I think this is the time really of soul searching. And if we ever believe that this is the end time message, I believe this is the time. I'll leave it so that maybe we can have a third round. Yeah.
Okay. Great stuff. What's happening in between, because I've been multitasking. We are live on YouTube. So there are people that are following us on YouTube. I just wanted to let you know. So I've been multitasking. Okay, Rev, I've heard you very well. So to you, you are simply saying we are not going to return to the normal that we once knew.
We are not returning to the normal we once knew. There is no time the government ever takes powers from the people and gives it back. That's
great stuff.
Remember, Muruti, we are coming from theocracy. We're coming from the leadership, the rule of God.
Yes.
Democracy, autocracy, technocracy, monarchs and kings, their ultimate desire is to become like God. Democracy is not the ideal model of leadership, neither is technocracy or any other kind of leadership. Men want absolute power. Once they've taken it back, they will never give it to the people. And through their own lust, like Lucifer, through their own lust, like Nimrod, the world has been set up like the old Babylon for the destruction. And God is setting it up using men's ideas. Just like Brother Branham says, what brought rain in the days of Noah was actually men. It wasn't God. He says men threw up a rocket in the air, not a rocket, he says an atomic bomb, and it threw the world out of kilter. That's what caused precipitation to come in the days of Noah. So I believe the same lust and desire has set up men in this day through their own desire, wanting to control. That's why you find the plague even in the Garden of Eden. After man rejects a seal, Brother Branham says, when a seal is rejected, when a messenger comes, the message is preached, the seal is rejected, and then a plague falls. When the message of Adam was rejected, when the serpent was coming, then a plague came, judgment came right at the feet of the beast. We find the same thing when in the days of Moses. When the message of Moses was rejected in Egypt, the plague came right on the feet of Pharaoh. It brought down the head of Dagon. And look at this COVID-19 right in the feet of the beast. It's right there in the hills of Italy, where we have got the best medcare. How does a virus just keep everybody and gets to the prince? These are things that I think we really need to consider and be the sons of Issachar, discerning the times that we're living in, and be able to speak the right kind of message to the people.
Now, maybe over to you, pastors. When the prophet says a seal is opened, then a messenger of the age catches the mystery and delivers